What's good, y'all? L Famous, living my life, not thinking about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share. It's dope content if you like it. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. And this joint right here is a street joint, you heard? This is when dude almost got into a big shootout with my peoples, you heard? Yeah, man, I almost got into a big shootout with my comrade, you heard? A dude that wound up being my best friend, you heard? Yeah, man. This joint was crazy, you heard? Now look, it started like this. Boom. Started in Taft High School, you know what I'm saying, freshman year. You know what I'm saying? You know how like when you start when you start high school, that freshman year, 9th grade, you gotta go to orientation, you heard? So, you know, went to Taft orientation before school start. You gotta go to 3 days of orientation every freshman, you heard? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they still do this, but they used to do this when I was growing up. So boom, go to orientation, Taft, you know what I'm saying? All the bad kids, we get together. It's like all of us click up. You heard? You had me, my man Schoolie, my man Parks. You had my man Tone, Ant. You heard? He was from Harlem, but he was from the Bronx too. You heard? Salute to my guy Tone that was down with Lou Sims and them. You had a few dudes. You had James Wolf. You had Shin. You had mad different people. You heard? And we all was in orientation bugging, you heard? Getting to know one another, you heard? We was bugging out with these chicks. We all picked a chick, you know what I'm saying? That was Shorty Badness and Jerry Curl and all them. It was these chicks that they started with us too. And these chicks was bad, so we had named them special little names because one of them had a Jerry Curl, you heard? She looked good. And we named her Jerry Curl, and we named some other girls. So boom, it was all lit. I met my man Parks in orientation. So now when school start, me and Parks, we got like the same program kind of, like we in the same gym class. I think we wasn't in the same class, but we was in the same gym and all that. So that was my man. So me and him, we started getting together. We started running around. I started being uptown with him. You heard, up in his building, Lewis Morris. And when I first went to Lewis Morris, it was fire. You know what I'm saying? Had all the bad joints up there. You know what I'm saying? They was a little bougie, you know what I'm saying? Because they was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the building was come from a good building, you know what I'm saying? But it was fucked up in the building too at the same time. So boom. I used to be up at the building with my man. The building was fly. You heard, one big building, got a security guard, all that. You know what I'm saying? Everything was official. So boom. I used to be up there. I'm starting to meet dudes up there, you know what I'm saying? Chicks, dudes, because they having house parties in the building too. So niggas coming through, bugging out. That's where I was in the house party at when a nigga bust off the shot in there and the shit went through my pants. I had a hole through the side of my pants, like it went in and out. You heard? I'm like, damn, B, I could have got shot that night, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? This was the same building that they used to have the house parties in where this happened at. And we chilling in there, so my man lived in there, so we used to go in there, smoke, you heard? First we used to go in there, get my man, but my man used to be chilling in his house all the time with his girl at the time. He used to be with us early in the day. We do robberies, and then that nigga leave us and go in the house with his girl. That nigga was on some love shit back then, you know what I'm saying? So boom, one day we went up in this building to smoke, you know what I'm saying? It's me, my guy Schoolie, my guy Ali, you know what I'm saying? And we smoking. It's wintertime. It's cold outside. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we in the lot. We on the second floor in the stairwell, but in the hallway stairwell smoking because they got long hallways that's connected to stairwells. You heard? So we in an open stairwell smoking like it's in the hallway on the second floor. So boom, I got my coat off. I got the Woolridge on, you know, the black Woolridge with the fur. You know what I'm saying? I got the Woolridge on. So or we chilling. Oh no. I got my army jacket on. I sold my Woolridge to my man, but my man only gave me short money on it. You heard? My man Schoolie only gave me short money on it. Because my Woolridge got smaller and I got a new one. So I sold it to Schoolies. I sold it to my man Schoolie. Cause I used to keep all my shit fire and official still. So my shit was brand new still. Boom, sold my shit to Schoolie. He had my shit on. I had the army coat on. I had the camouflage shit on with lining. You heard? You know what I'm saying? With my champion sweater. You know what I'm saying? I was on my shit, my fatigue shit. So boom, I got my fatigue off and I got it on the banister. And it's me, my man Schoolie, Ali, Alpha, you know what I'm saying? And basically, we smoking. So all of a sudden, you hear walkie-talkies. Unit 3, Unit 4, yeah. But that shit was coming closer and closer, and that shit sounded crazy, you heard? And we was already smoking, and I guess we got paranoid because we was smoking that Fire Elliott, that white place, you heard? So we heard them walkie-talkies, niggas was like, pew, pew. So niggas ran up the steps. So boom, we ran up like 2 flights before we stopped. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, what's that? We noticed that the person with the walkie-talkie wasn't following us, wasn't coming behind us. So boom, boom. So boom, we heard the walkie-talkie for a second. Then we shouted back downstairs, went back downstairs, and the dude was gone. There was nobody there. And my coat was gone. You heard? You know what I'm saying? So boom, niggas mad high. So I'm like, yo, where my coat at? Oh shit, where my coat? So I said, damn, B, the police must have took my coat, B. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. So boom. So this nigga Schoolie, I was a petty nigga like that. You know, I probably was a petty nigga. So this nigga Schoolie was looking around, and I was like, yo, Schoolie, I'm not going home with no coat, B. It's cold out there, B. Yo, you ain't paid me on that coat. That's still my coat. Give me my coat, B. You heard? He was like, yo, man, yo, you a petty nigga. Yo, get out of here, lad. I said, man, I don't want to hear it, B. You ain't paid me that full money on that coat, B. Give me my coat, B. You heard? I'm not going home with no coat. You know what I'm saying? I was petty like that. You know what I'm saying? Now that I look back on it, I was petty. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm still petty. So now look. I'm like, yo, give me my shit, B. I'm not going home cold, B. You know what I'm saying? He beefing with me. He gave it up, right? Put my jacket on, so we start walking downstairs. So when we get to the first floor, it's like 3 or 4 people. It's like 3 or 4 dudes down in the lobby with some girls, and the dudes is like playing like sports or something. I don't know what they was doing. Play fighting. I don't know what they was doing. I just know we came down on our shit. You know what I'm saying? We came downstairs, and niggas, I remember niggas was like, my man Ali, he felt some type of way, because, you know, at that time, him and Schoolie was mad tight. So he felt some type of way about me asking for my coat from Schoolie. So, and he felt some type of way about Schoolie having to go home now without a coat. But we ain't had to go far. Oh, the train station was right there. We ran in the train station. Once we went in the train station, it wasn't cold like that in the train station. And boom, we would took the train a couple of stops and been home. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like we had to travel mad far for him to go home with no coat. You know what I'm saying? But Ali, my man Alpha, probably felt some type of way because Schoolie was his good friend at that time. So when we was walking downstairs, it was some dudes standing there, like 4 dudes standing in the lobby, younger than us, but our age and younger than us. To tell you the truth, I wasn't even paying attention to them because it happened so quick. My man Alpha, I was like, yo, I asked them niggas, I said, yo, y'all niggas seen our coat? You see somebody come down here with a coat or this and that and that and this? But to tell you the truth, these dudes were so nervous and so scared because they didn't know us, and the way that we was coming at them so aggressively, you heard these niggas ain't really they really wasn't comprehending what we was saying. You heard? They really wasn't paying attention to what we was saying. And we was deboing like, yo, y'all niggas ain't see nobody with no coat or nothing, take no coat or nothing from down the steps, up the steps right near real quick. So niggas was looking like scared, like boom boom. So boom. Before I got even a chance to say anything, my man Alpha grabbed one of them niggas, was like, yo, take off your coat, nigga, and started beating the nigga out of his coat, to start hitting the nigga, wang, 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 and then taking the jacket, trying to take his nigga jacket off at the same time. So boom, I'm looking at the shit, laughing and shit, and next thing you know, A nigga jump on my back. Boom. I'm fighting a nigga. Boom. Now, but my jacket is over my head. You heard? So boom. I'm getting it on with a nigga, but I'm trying to get my jacket over my head, but me and the nigga wrestling and all that. You heard? So boom, my man Trav from the building, he jumped in it. I know Trav from Tab. You know what I'm saying? He live in that building too. That's my man, other man. So Trav is there. Trav trying to break it up. Boom, he like, nah, chill. So he break it up a little. So me and the nigga going in. Me and the nigga Gio. Bang, 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 bang. I'm fighting the Spanish nigga named Gio. Gio jumped on my back. You know what I'm saying? Because my man is fighting the nigga in the building. Boom, so boom. Now we fight. I'm fighting the nigga. My man I5 fighting the nigga that he snuffed and trying to take the nigga jacket. And then my man Schoolie fighting the nigga. He fighting my man Storm. Now at the time, I don't know Storm. Storm is a short, light-skinned nigga. You know what I'm saying? Got a little size on him. And he got hard like a lion. So this nigga Schoolie and this nigga Storm getting it on. No. Ali and Storm was getting it on. Schoolie was getting it on with my best friend Parks' cousin. You heard? Antonio. So Antonio getting it on with Schoolie. Antonio big nigga, and Antonio was official. So that nigga beating Schoolie up in a way. You heard? And Schoolie kind of skinny. You heard? Schoolie a fighter though, but he kind of skinny. So he fighting with this nigga, but he fighting a big nigga. I'm fighting a nigga my size, and Ali fighting a short nigga. You know what I'm saying? So now we all getting it on. Now I think Ali and Storm shit was a tie. Antonio probably got the little best to Schoolie because he was mad bigger than Schoolie. And me and Gio got it on, but it got broken up real quick because my man Trav was there, and my man Trav know Gio body and he know my body. So he broke it up real quick. You heard? Boom, boom. So now boom. My jacket came from over my head, served Gio a little couple punches. Rest in peace to Gio. He passed away last year. You heard? Boom. So now got it on with Gio. Gio was official. Boom. Got it on with Gio. Boom. Trav jumped in the middle. Yo, break it up. Chill. Be your two official niggas. Be chill. Boom. Broke it up. Now, boom. We talking mega shit. Yo, because we don't even know who we fighting. You heard? And these niggas jumped on us out the wind. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't from the building. Gio live in the building. Antonio live in the building. But they not niggas that hang in the building. They not street niggas. They not building niggas. They building niggas, but they official. They you know, they wasn't in the street like that. You know what I'm saying? They was good kids, especially Antonio. You know what I'm saying? Come from a good family. So boom. So nigga, So we talking our shit. Yo, I gonna get y'all niggas. We be back. You heard? So we leave out the building. Oh, me, my man Schoolie and I5. You heard? So now we bugging because the fight was bullshit. Like, he was like, oh shit. We was more shocked because we got surprised. You know what I'm saying? We be demoing niggas. We be the victors in this shit. But this shit right here, this shit was kind of funny. You heard? Like I said, Storm and I5 was a tie. Schoolie had a little hard time with homeboy because Antonio Diesel and Big was bigger than Schoolie. And everybody jumped on us from the back. You heard? We didn't even, because me and Schoolie was looking at Ali snuff the other nigga. You know what I'm saying? And Ali snuffed the nigga like 2-3 times and was taking the nigga jacket off him before somebody jumped on me, somebody jumped on Schoolie, and then the nigga Storm started getting it on with Ali. And them niggas was like this in the lobby, throwing bad punches. And I got a chance to see a little bit of it before I was jumped on. Niggas jumped on my back. I'm like this. My shirt went over my shit. I'm like, yo, my jacket went over my shit. Yo, I'm bugging like, oh, shit, crazy. So boom, you know that shit ain't going down like that. We went to my block. We going to get the gun. We going to get some niggas. We coming back, nigga. Even though we won or it was a fake tie, we still coming back, B. You heard? Niggas wasn't into taking no losses. And that's how it is for these youngsters. Niggas don't want to take no losses. Everybody want to rep off. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we go back downtown. We go to the hood. We like, yo, give us the gun. We going back uptown. We doing this. We doing that. So he's like, all right. So boom, couple of older niggas. One older nigga, my man Nah, came with us. So boom, my man came with us. It was like it was like 8 of us, you heard? Maybe 8 to 10 of us, you heard? And we went back up to the Lewis Morris, and when we, as soon as we got to the building, all them niggas was in the lobby, not storming them. The up now the niggas from the building is in the building, not the young niggas though, not the older niggas. The young niggas is in the building. They in the building and they chilling in the lobby. So as soon as they see us come to the thing, them niggas start bolting. You heard? And they jumped on the elevator and they went all the way up. So boom, we ran in the building behind them niggas. We like 8, 9, 10 deep niggas from my block. We got one older nigga with us. We got the gun. It's mad of us, you heard? So now we chasing them. We run upstairs. We get all the way up. They probably thought we wasn't gonna go upstairs because that building got a lot of floors. It got like 20-something floors. I don't know how many floors it got. It got a lot of floors. That big building on the concourse. So boom, they probably didn't think that we was gonna go all the way up. We see where they went at on the elevator. We went all the way up because that building got like 3 elevators. You heard? So boom, we were all the way up. Boom. We caught one nigga on like the 18th floor. That nigga tried to get away. We caught that nigga. Boom. We caught that nigga in the hallway, beating that nigga ass. We beat that nigga till he was like red or purple. You heard? Then my man, when the nigga was laying on the floor, my man was going to do that rustling jump on him, like, you know how you jump like this and you laying on the nigga? That's what my man was going to do. My man was trying to do that to him. Laying on the nigga head, and we had to push my man like, chill, nigga. You trying to catch a body, nigga? We ain't trying to kill us, nigga. Know what I'm saying? So boom. He's like, all right, boom. Left that nigga up there whining and crying on the floor. You heard? So boom. We had the gun and all that. We niggas could have popped them, but we wasn't, like I said, we felt we could do these niggas dirty. So boom, we running out the building. You heard? Like, remember how in that movie Blood In Blood Out, after they put in that work, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas was mad happy. They was like, Alleviate, and running around and all that, running happy and all that after they put in that work. But that's how we was running out that building. Like, we put in mad work. We beat this nigga up, you heard? And we running out the building mad happy. Like, we did some revenge shit. So next to Lewis Marvin's, they got some steps that go all the way down to, in back of the building, down to the Ford trade. So boom, we went down them steps. So we start walking. So when we get to Jerome, all of a sudden, police pull up on the side of us. So boom, the niggas jump out to go searching everybody. My man peel off with the gun. Pew! You heard? He running. They jump back in the car. I have to chase him. They go all the way around Davidson. He run up like he going to the steps. He run up the steps of Davidson, but he run to the middle of the steps and he watched them act like they was going to ride around Davidson and catch him on the ram. He didn't even go all the way up to the steps. He threw the gun right there, and because they had like a junkyard right on the side of the steps back in those days on 176 between Davidson and Jerome. So that he threw it like in a junkyard, and then he went back down the steps, and we all went to the train station and jumped on the train and went home. You heard? And niggas came back later and got the gun. You heard? So boom. Everything was good. You heard? Everything is good. So boom. So now, everything is good. So I go to school the next day. I'm in Wharton High School at the time. You heard? So boom. Me and my man Parks and my man that lived in that building, my best friend, that lived in that building, that while we was going to that building, me and him go to Wharton High School, right? So I go to school the next day. So he like, yo, lad, man, yo, that nigga that you got into a fight with, y'all niggas got into a fight with yesterday in my building, one of them niggas is my cousin, B. That shit is dead, you heard? So I was like, one of them niggas is your cousin? He like, yeah. The nigga, such he started describing the nigga and all that. So I said, oh, that's the nigga Schoolie was fighting. I said, that, all right. I said, that nigga your cousin? For real? He like, yeah, B, that's my cousin, lad. That's my cousin, my real family, nigga. You heard? That shit is dead, lad. You heard? I said, all right, that shit dead, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Boom. So I went back to the block later on that day, went up in my man I-5 house. Schoolie was up in there. And Schoolie wasn't in there. I went up in Ali house, I-5 house, and I said, this nigga, I talked to Parks. Parks said one of them niggas that we was fighting was his cousin. You heard? His real cousin. You heard? So you know how that shit go. That shit dead, B. You heard? I think that nigga that Schoolie was fighting, that was his cousin, so that shit dead, you heard? It's like, yeah, all right, that shit dead. I was like, all right, that shit dead, you heard? That shit was bugging. It was only a fight, you heard? No Royal Rumble, 3-on-3, you heard? You know what I'm saying? They just jumped on us from the back. So that's what made us mad. You know what I'm saying? That was made us, and we didn't know them niggas, you heard? So this one, like, niggas jumped on us from the back for some other, cause you fighting some other niggas, you heard? So boom, niggas like, all right. So, you know, but that was over. So now, boom, boom. So now, Schoolie come over. So I'm like, yeah, Schoolie, yo, one of them niggas was a Parks cousin, you heard? So nigga like, word. He's like, yo, I said, I think the nigga you was fighting, it was Parks' cousin, you heard? You heard? I man Parks, you heard? He like, I don't care if that's Parks' cousin. I'm going up there, B. I'm gonna watch, B. I'm gonna shoot that shit up, B. Watch, B. This and that, and this. This is how my man Schoolie talking. So, you know, I'm letting him talk because I know this is how we talk, this is how we on it. So he like, yeah, this, yeah, that, this and that. But I already told him, that's Parks' cousin. That shit is dead, you heard? You know what I'm saying? If I'm dead in it like that, yo, my man, you supposed to be dead in it like that too. But this nigga wanted to keep something going, you heard? For some reason, he had a little something with my man Parks. Because my man Parks was my best friend, and Schoolie was my best friend from my block. So when I went to Tab, Parks became one of my good friends, and at the time, then we came one clique, and you know, Schoolie and Parks never used to be going at it or nothing when they was together, when we was together like that. But my man Parks was hard on niggas, you heard, and Schoolie didn't like the fact that me and Parks was getting tight like that. I think you heard. So basically, he was trying to be stubborn and talking about he ain't want to dead nothing. Just because that was Parks' cousin, he don't care. And he was like, yo, he'll go up there, when he go up there, he gonna shoot windows out and all that. So I'm looking at Schoolie because, you know, this is my friend, and he talking about my other friend now. So I'm looking at Schoolie. I'm not mad at Parks because we got into a fight with some niggas in Parks building. But my man seemed like he mad at my man Parks, you heard? So he like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. So I'm not a snake type nigga. I wasn't saying nothing, you heard? I was just keeping quiet like, this nigga Schoolie, man. This nigga always want to do some extra shit, you heard? So boom, make a long story short, he started talking about all the shit he gonna do when we go uptown and this and that and this. And the shit was basically dead, you heard? The shit was basically dead, you know what I'm saying? So boom, we go uptown. Boom, we got a Tray 8, right? And we go by the building. So I'm like, so now this nigga Schoolie got me mad because I'm like, yo, man, I told my man Parks that it was dead. Now you Schoolie talking about it ain't dead, that you still gonna do something. So I'm mad, you heard? I'm mad, you heard? Because this nigga is going against what I already laid down. You know what I'm saying? And it's already dead. Now this nigga talking about he got something to prove, that he gonna do this, he gonna do that. But really, you trying to prove something, you heard? So boom, we go uptown. We got the Tray 8. We walk by the building. Nobody really out there but a nigga or two. So I'm like this, all right, my man Parks live on the second floor window in the front right there. I'm not telling him to bust at my man Parks' window, but I'm telling him, what you brought us up here for? So he like, yo, don't worry, I'm going to put it in when I see niggas and this and that and that and this. I'm like, yo, bro. Oh, I'm skipping the whole part. Nah. What happened was, me and the nigga Schoolie was uptown one day, right? On our robbery shit. And we had the gun, right? And we ran into Parks. We was around his building at the train station, and we ran into Parks, walking with two older niggas from his building. And Parks said what's up to me, tried to say what's up to Schoolie, and Schoolie tried to play him. Schoolie was like, what the fuck out of here? You heard, nigga, I heard you talking about that shit ain't dead, because the one of them niggas is your cousin. Nigga, it's on. I was getting it on with your cousin. It's on with your cousin. So Parks was laughing, like, with this little smirk, like, get out of here. Like, what you talking about? Like, word? So next thing you know, them niggas was like, Parks was like, yo, Schoolie, what you talking about? We could get it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know how they talked about getting it. They just talked about getting it. So Schoolie had the gun on him. So Schoolie takes the gun out, in front of Parks, in front of his two older niggas, and give it to me. So I take the gun, I put it up, right? So they start scrapping. Boom. So now they scrapping. If you ask me, at that time, both of them niggas couldn't really fight like that. But Parks did his thing. Parks caught the nigga Schoolie with a good one, right? And he caught the nigga between his nose and his lip. You heard? So he busted two things with one punch. Boom! You know what I'm saying? He caught him between his nose and his lip. And that fucked up the whole fight for Schoolie, because once his nose started bleeding and his lip started bleeding, he got frustrated. You know what I'm saying? And I'm standing there watching the whole fight. You heard? I'm not on nobody's side. I don't want nobody to win. You heard? I really don't want them fighting, but it seems like they got to get it on, because this nigga Schoolie is pushing this fat of wanting to have beef with this nigga, and this nigga already told us that this nigga is his cousin, and this nigga is part of our team. Parks is part of our team. When he not in his building, he with us. You heard? So Schoolie already know he pushing it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why he wanted to push it. So boom, him and Parks get into a fight. Parks, the fight was even. They ain't do nothing to each other because it was a corny fight. But Parks wound up hitting that nigga and catching that nigga right here between his eye, between his lip, and between his nose, right here. Caught the nigga. That nigga shit was busted, leaking. That nigga was frustrated. Say, the hell, man. I'm like, fight over, man. Fight over, man. You leaking, B. It's over, right? So Parks stopped fighting. He stopped fighting. The two older niggas laughing now, because they Parks people from Parks building. My guy, Mo, God bless the dead, and Rich, you heard? You know what I'm saying? They laughing, you heard? So they like, yeah. So boom. So they like, yeah, shorty, now get your ass out of here. You got your ass fucked up, you heard? And so niggas is laughing. And I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I was even laughing, you heard? Because the way that it happened, the shit was funny, B. You know what I'm saying? It was like this nigga asked for it, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't against him. It was just that it was funny, you know what I'm saying? So boom. And it's funny because he fighting Parks. I'm in, you know what I'm saying? How did y'all niggas get into a fight, you heard? But kind of like he's getting into a fight with Parks because he don't like Parks, because me and Parks is good friends. And he's my good friend. You know what I'm saying? So boom. The nigga Schoolie get mad when Parks and him is walking off, and the older niggas is laughing at him. You heard? They like, shorty, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You got your ass fucked up, nigga. Go get some tissue, nigga. You heard? They joking, they saying shit like that. You heard? So the shit was mad funny. So Schoolie got mad. Said, give me the gun. I prolonged. I gave him the gun, but I prolonged because I didn't know what he was going to do. But all he did was he grabbed the gun from me and he busted in the air. You heard? Them niggas was like, oh, all right, shorty, get out of here with that little pea shooter, nigga. You heard? I heard Rich and them niggas, because later on I wound up being dumb cool with Rich and them niggas. Them niggas became my OGs in a way. So, Rich and them niggas was like, all right, get out of here with that little pea shooter. Because my man Schoolie grabbed the gun from me and started bucking in the air on some mad shit, you heard? Nigga was mad, you heard? So boom. I'm like, yo, man, what the fuck is you doing, B? You heard? So I said, because now he had to run a whole nother way. We couldn't get on the train now. You know what I'm saying? We had to go a whole nother way, because this nigga just bucked in the train station. Partially, he was in the train station, but bucking out the train station. You heard? This nigga crazy, man. So boom. We get back to the block. I'm like, yo, man, this and that and this and that. So now my man Schoolie hype. Word up, B. Watch him pop that nigga Parks. When I see him, this and that. Watch this and that. So I'm laughing. And I'm taunting my man Schoolie, because I'm like, yo, my man, you fought this nigga Parks for nothing, B. Like, that's our man, B. Why you fighting that man Parks? Because nigga told you that shit with his cousin is dead, nigga. That shit with his cousin is dead, nigga. That's his cousin, nigga. I said, but you talking all this gangster shit, nigga. You gonna have to live that shit, nigga. So he like, word up, lad. You think something sweet about me, lad? So me and him going at it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nigga, I don't think nothing sweet about you. All that shit you talking, nigga, you gonna have to live that shit, nigga. You talk about you gonna buck niggas and this and that, and you gonna shoot niggas' windows out and all that. That's what he started talking about. He gonna shoot niggas' windows out after his lip and his nose was busted. And we was in Ali house, my man Alpha house. So I'm like, yo, my man, that shit is dead, nigga. You heard? You look, you just got into a fight with Parks, and look, your shit is busted, nigga. He like, fuck that, I'm going through, I'ma shoot niggas, I'm bucking at niggas' windows and this. I'm like, yo, this nigga here, man. This is what I'm saying in my mind. Because you know how you know your man. At the time, I knew my man wasn't really built like that to be doing all that shit that he was saying, and he forcing something, you heard? It's blatantly that he forcing something. And normally when you force something, shit, you get the bad end of the stick, you heard? And this is what was going on with this nigga. This nigga forcing something, and it wasn't going to end like how you think it's going to end, bro. You heard? So boom. I was like, he got me mad. I'm like, yo, all right, nigga, we going uptown, nigga. You better bust your gun, nigga. You better bust your gun, B. So boom, we go uptown. We got the tray 8. We go uptown. We go by the building. We don't really see nobody out there. So boom. I'm like, all right, bust your gun, nigga. Bust your gun. He like, I ain't busting my gun now. So boom, before that, we stopped up at 240 and we went and got this dude named Ty. God bless the dead Ty. Now him and Ty is friends because Ty messing with his sister at the time. So boom, so he fake fuck with Ty on some friendship shit. You heard? But it's really that Ty fuck with his sister, so he accept Ty as his man, you heard? So boom, he like, yo, let's go to see my man Ty from 240, you heard? So we go get Ty. We just got another nigga. He went and got Ty because he knew Ty and like niggas from Lewis Morris, so he went and got Ty. So now we go back, we come back around, we go in front of Lewis Morris across the street. So I'm like, what's up, what you gonna do? I'm pushing the issue because he got me mad because I knew this nigga Fugazi with it right here, you heard? You pushed this whole incident. So I'm like, yo, what you gonna do? We here, bust your gun, man. I want him to just bust his gun, period. You heard? I don't care if he hit somebody, he don't hit somebody. I just want him to bust his gun because he been talking shit, acting like he this nigga. So I want him to bust his gun, you heard? So he like, so Ty scared, he scared, and I could tell my man I-5 scared a little, you heard? But niggas ain't saying nothing. You heard? Schoolie acting like he ready to put in this work. Ty acting like he down with Schoolie for him to put in that work. Ali is waiting for Schoolie to put in that work to see if he gonna put in that work. And Ali probably knew Schoolie was Fugazi on putting in that work. And I'm pushing for him to put in that work because you've been talking all that shit downtown. And that's how I was. If you start talking all that shit, nigga, you gotta put in that work, nigga. You can't, when the work come up, you can't back out of it. You gotta put in that work. So I was telling him, put in that work. You done talk yourself into it. It was dead. I told you it was dead. Parks told me that was his cousin. It's dead. No, you going over me, talking about nothing ain't dead because you was fighting Parks' cousin. And y'all didn't even fight like that. He didn't hurt you or nothing. But you just thinking that you gonna rep off on Parks Peoples or rep off on the building like that, or you gonna get your name up off that building like that, and it wasn't gonna happen. You heard? So we go back up there. We go around there with Ty. Ty scared. So Ty tells Schoolie, yo, man, let's go to Burnside to my cousin's house and get a vest. So Schoolie scared. So Schoolie go, yo, yeah, let's go get the vest. So I peeped that them niggas are scared. I said, yeah, go get a vest. Man, I said, put in that work, man. Nigga, we here, right here, man. Wait till niggas come out that building and put in that work. We don't need no vest, nigga. One vest for 4 niggas? Come on, B. Put in that work, man. Nah, man, let's go get the vest, man. Yo, Ty said he got the vest, and he probably gonna have another hammer. So when they said the other hammer part, that's when I was like, but I still knew that it was Fugazi, because I was like, man, niggas don't gotta go get no vest to put in no work. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas scared, B. These niggas scared, B. You know what I'm saying? Talk all this shit, but these now niggas scared. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we go to Burnside. We walk all the way to Burnside from 174 in the concourse. Burnside and it might be almost half the block after Davidson. You heard? The block after Davidson on Burnside, right? And they go to the cousin house. I don't even think they got the vest. I think the cousin wasn't even near. You heard? We go back to the concourse. I'm arguing with them niggas the whole walk from getting the vest from Burnside to the concourse. Yo, the shit was fugazi. Niggas ain't had to go get no vest. Niggas gonna put in work. Niggas gonna put in work right then and there. You heard? All this going to Burnside, go get a vest. That's some scary shit. I'm beefing with niggas. You heard? Niggas acting like I ain't saying nothing though. Niggas are listening to me, but niggas ain't saying nothing. You heard? We walk all the way back to the concourse. Boom. Now when we get back to the concourse, everybody outside in Lewis Morris, a couple of niggas. So boom, we see the niggas moving around funny and all that. So boom, we across the concourse. Concourse is big. So I'm like, yo, my man Ali got the joint now. So I'm like, yo, bust them niggas, bust them. No. Schoolie got the joint still. So I'm like, yo, bust them niggas, Schoolie, bust them niggas. You heard? Set it off, bust at them niggas, you heard? Schoolie ain't busting. Schoolie ain't busting. Them niggas are across the street. You could tell that they waiting for us to bust. To tell you the truth, they was waiting for us to shoot first. You heard? Boom, but we ain't shooting. This nigga Schoolie got the gun. He ain't shooting. So my man Ali was like, yo, man, yo, Schoolie, man, you don't want to do nothing. Yo, man, I'm going over there to dead this shit, B. So my man started walking across the concourse, I-5, on some crazy man shit, walking across the street to them niggas like, yo, I'm coming over there, B, it was good. So I'm like, yo, don't go over there. I'm screaming at the nigga, yo, don't go over there, man. Don't go over there. Yo, Schoolie, get at them niggas. Pop them niggas, pop them niggas. This nigga is not popping them niggas. Ali is still, I-5 still walking over there. I'm bugging, I'm screaming for I-5, yo, chill. Nah, don't go over there, don't go over there. That nigga make it over there. Them niggas, I don't know what, I ain't wasn't even thinking them niggas had nothing. I'm keeping it real, y'all. I was sleeping on them niggas over there. I didn't think them niggas even had a gun over there, you heard? That nigga I-5 went over there. My man Parks was over there. The dude June. The older niggas, my man Rich, the kid Mo, all the older niggas was over there. Them niggas had a Mac. Them niggas had a Tech. Them niggas had 380s. Them niggas had like 4 or 5 guns out there. Everybody that was out there had a gun. You heard? And they was waiting for us to pop so them niggas could pop. You heard? They was gonna let that other side of the concourse up. You heard? And Ali went, my man I-5 went over there, was like, yo, man, yo, Parks, yo, that shit is dead. My man Parks was like, as soon as my man went over there and talked to I-5, my man Parks was like, yo, man, I don't even know why this shit is going like this, you heard? The nigga June and all the older niggas, they wanted to let off. They wanted to let off, you heard? They had a Mac, a Tech, 380s, all kind of guns. Them niggas had some shit at that time, you heard? And they wanted to let it off because a lot of niggas used to think that niggas was sweet about Lewis Morris because they had all the bitches and they niggas was cool niggas. But niggas ain't know that them niggas in Lewis Morris had a lot of artillery and they had official niggas, a couple niggas in there that get busy. You know what I'm saying? They had my man Rich in there. They had Mo in there. They had my man Dave. They had the nigga June. They had a lot of niggas in there that get busy. They had the nigga Bino that was from Uptown. They had niggas that used to mess with chicks in there. They used to come there that was official. So it was a lot of official niggas in the building. My man Bob and all of them. It was a lot of official niggas in the building. But it was like everybody in their neighborhood. The neighborhood was so wild that niggas used to sleep on that building. You know what I'm saying? So like, them niggas was ready for us, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas had everything in the world, you know what I'm saying? And they had it on deck, and they was ready to let it go. They was just waiting for us to let that shit go. So now, boom. So, boom, I'm across the street still. I don't know that them niggas got them guns and all that out yet. Boom. So Ali come back across the street like, yo, I just talked to Parks. That shit dead. I'm mad at Ali. I'm like, yo, word up, man. Why you do that, man? Yo, watch when we go to school tomorrow, Tab. Watch they be saying that, yo, we deaded that shit and we suckers and all that. Watch, B. I was mad. Yo, I was the only one that's mad. You could tell that Alpha, Schoolie, Ty, them niggas is relieved right now. They ain't gotta do nothing. That shit is dead. They don't give a fuck about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one mad. You heard? I'm the only one upset. I'm the only one talking shit cause nothing went down the way it supposed to went down. We was supposed to go uptown and this nigga Schoolie was supposed to let off. You heard? And then we probably got killed. You heard? Yeah, we probably got killed because I ain't know what the hell was across the street. And I told these niggas, I said, watch when we go to school, when we go to Tab tomorrow, we gonna hear that we punked out. Sure enough, this nigga Alpha was about to fight this nigga Bob in the lunchroom because Bob went to school the next day and told niggas at school that we got punked out. You heard? And one of our mans came to me and was like, yo, lad, yo, word, I heard y'all got beat up by them Lewis Morris niggas, you heard? You know what I'm saying? I was dumb sick. I'm talking about dumb sick because I knew that they was going to do that. I knew that they was going to do that. You heard? Pardon me, y'all. I knew that they was going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling my man Alpha and Schoolie that. I was telling them niggas like, yo, word to my mother, y'all. Yo, man, we got to do something. That was the whole reason why I wanted my man, I wanted the nigga Schoolie to bust his gun. I wanted him to do what he said he was going to do. You know what I'm saying? So, I swear to God, because I was gangster like that. Like, I knew that us dead in this shit, it wasn't going to go down as us dead in it. It's not like us being grown men dead in shit now. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Back in those days, when you dead at something, you was a coward. Everybody was gonna run around, niggas was gonna run around and say, you soft, y'all. Yeah, them niggas didn't want it with such and such. Them niggas copped the plea. Them niggas deaded that shit. Them niggas is soft. Them niggas is punks. Them niggas got beat up. You heard? That's how niggas talk. You know what I'm saying? So I after the niggas dead, when Ali went across the street and deaded that shit for niggas, and he didn't see all the guns and all that shit, because they didn't pull it out. They didn't have it out. They had it stashed like right there under the on the car, you know, the car tires and shit. You heard? They would have lit us the F up. You heard? So boom. The next day, Ali go to Tab. I wasn't in Tab. I'm kicked out of Tab at the time. I'm in Wharton. Me and Parks and us in Wharton. He goes to Tab. The kid Bob from Lewis Morris, my man Bob from Lewis Morris, he telling people in Tab, bitches and all, yeah, Larry and them niggas got beat up by them niggas in my building, you heard? Then this and then that. Then they deaded it. They deaded that shit. Back in the days when you deaded something, like I told you, you was considered soft. You was considered a punk. You heard? Deading something wasn't respected like it's respected now. You know what I'm saying? Niggas looked at you like a sucker if you deaded something. You heard? So we deaded, even though we knew that we deaded something with our peoples. Niggas back in the days, some niggas didn't look at it like that. Some niggas would use that against you. And Bob was using that against us. Bob was like, yo, them niggas deaded that shit with them niggas took a loss with them niggas. He basically was spreading the fact that we took a loss with niggas in his building. And my man Alpha heard about it in the lunchroom. And my man Alpha stepped to the nigga. And they was about to fight over that shit. You heard? And I remember coming to Tab that day, around Tab that day, and niggas like, yo, Alpha and Bob was about to have a fight. And as soon as I seen the nigga Alpha, I was like, see, exactly what I told y'all was gonna happen, happened. Niggas said we was soft, niggas said we lost, niggas said we punks, niggas said all that shit, B. And I know that we top dogs in this shit. Nigga, them niggas couldn't fuck with us, man. We was young, strong niggas, B. You heard? I was running down on niggas, beating niggas up, snatching niggas' jewelry, going in niggas' pockets, feeding niggas out, doing it all, nigga. I was strong arming niggas, B. Because after I got robbed, I was robbing niggas. Crazy, nigga. You heard? After you become the victim, you become the victor, nigga. You heard? Yeah, B. So I got robbed, niggas snatched my chains and robbed me. Nigga, I robbed niggas crazy, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. You heard? You know what I'm saying? And so we was uptown robbing niggas, beating niggas up and going crazy already. So, you know, I looked at that as like lunch meat, you know what I'm saying? So boom. One day, a couple of days later, like a week later, I'm on the back of the D train. I get on the train on I think on Kingsbridge, right? So my man Parks, me and my man Parks, the dude that I told you from Lewis Marvin, that was my best friend. So when all this was going on, me and him had fell out, you heard? But it was kind of weird because when I seen the nigga, I tried to have a tough grill on. He tried to have a tough grill on, but he started laughing, and I started laughing, B. You heard? I couldn't even be tough with the nigga. I couldn't even come at the nigga. That's how I knew that the nigga was my good friend, because I supposed to be getting at this nigga, and I couldn't even get at him, you heard? I couldn't even get at him, B. I tried to look tough at the nigga, like to say, what the fuck you looking at? That was going to be the next thing. But that nigga started laughing, and I started laughing. And then me and him became friends again, you heard? And I stopped being friends with my man Schoolie, because my man Schoolie didn't like the fact that I stopped being friends with my man Parks. And I never looked at that fight that he had with my man Parks seriously. You know what I'm saying? Because I was right there. I seen how it started, and I seen what happened. My man Parks just caught a good one, a lucky one. You know what I'm saying? And he probably caught it because my man Schoolie was asking for it. So, and that's how I always looked at that fight. So for a long time, me and Schoolie's relationship was strained. He had went uptown and started hanging with his brother and them, Buddha and them. Started hanging with the older niggas and went and got locked up. And I used to look back sometimes, I used to be wondering like, damn, I wonder if I would have never, you know, disowned my man Schoolie, if he would have never went uptown, because it was kind of like I disowned him out the crew, because me and him had a big argument in my man Alpha house, you know what I'm saying? And I was telling him how fugazi he was, you know what I'm saying? I said, yo, man, you fugazi, man. You started this whole thing, you know what I'm saying? I told you that Parks said that was his cousin from the jump. It was supposed to be dead from there. Just like Parks told me it was dead and I said it was dead, you supposed to have said it was dead too. But you said, nah, you was going to do this and do that. Then we went uptown and then you said you was going to shoot out niggas' windows and this and that. And I was holding you to that, you know what I'm saying? And then he got mad at me and left our crew and went uptown and started hanging with some older niggas he wasn't on their level, because they was into other shit, and basically he got locked up quick. You know what I'm saying? And he was the first one to get locked up quick and do it 2 to 6 and go up north. And he had a rough one. You know what I'm saying? So that was a crazy one. And then later on, and then my man, like when me and my man Parks became good back friends again, he was like, yo, we went through the whole story like I just told y'all. And that's when I found out that them niggas had a Mac, a Tech, 380s, all that. They had mad guns across the street, and they was just waiting for us to pop a shot, and they was going to try to lay us down, you heard? And I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. He told me that a week after the standoff, you heard? And I was like, damn, L, lad, you be bugging sometimes, wanting to rep off, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be on some just to get a rep shit. Y'all remember the song, Just to Get a Rep, Gangstar? That was one of my favorite songs, Just to Get a Rep, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, trying to get a rep, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was from fighting, it went from basketball to fighting to busting niggas' gun to just wanting to be their name known, you heard? Just to get a rep, you know what I'm saying? Because what we all, yo, matter of fact, I'm going to go to that song right now, Just to Get a Rep, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the era that we came up in, Just to Get a Rep era, you heard?